When you got to grow, you feel the world. When you got to grow, your body's strong. So don't let go of the power of elevation. Talk about that glow. When you got to grow.
Crucial 13, you are appreciated. Shout out to you.
Get crucial.
I'm hungry. I need some bacon.
Look at this. Look at this. This is the city I'm in right now. Okay, now everyone's heard the term master yourself or else something else will master you. Okay? Okay, nobody's heard that shit. I just said that now. Okay? No, it's really a saying, but I know a lot of y'all ain't hear that shit. So I'm saying it. Now you might ask me, well, what is mastering me? Because I feel like I'm good. Well, if you ain't on the peace vibration or the love vibration or the God vibration, something else is mastering you.
There was one quote that I read in Swedenborg where he talked about dealing with evil spirits and then feeling drained afterwards.
Yeah, the quote he's referring to, this is one, there's I think one other one. He said, the Swedenborg says, when they attach themselves, he's talking about particular spirits, themselves to someone, they then induce mental torment from boredom, which they increase and breathe in continually, and thus make one impatient, all of which creates intense pain and induces such weakness of the body that one can scarcely raise oneself from bed. This was shown to me by the fact that when they were present, this kind of weakness took hold on me, and when they were removed, it ceased in the degree that they were removed. They also employ many an art to pour in boredom, and by this, weakness. Sorry, just wanted to show you what he's talking about. Back to Jerry.
That's a very significant point. What these things feed off of is negative emotional energy.
Okay, so now people who are mastering themselves or have mastered themselves are high in positive energy and high vibrational energy. So people who haven't or aren't mastering themselves are into low vibrational energy, negative energy, which makes them targets for these demons. And this is why we call them energy vampires, because you are an energy being, but if you lower your frequency down to, to the lower levels, you become food for these things. They start to be able to feed on you, okay? So that means anybody who is out here fighting, arguing, being sad, being mad, being anything on the low vibrational chart, which you can look up. I've also did full-length documentaries on this. I know for a fact you are a feeding ground for these things. Nobody can tell me otherwise. You can say, man, we can fight one. It's all good when you could do this. No, you can't. I mean, you can, but it ain't gonna mean you can, be away from these things. You're literally food. And I know that for a fact.
A certain murderous spirit was inwardly thinking of nothing else but revenge, and in fact so covertly that I saw nothing of what he was thinking. He raised up in everyone his own subjects. From my mind, he raised up whatever he could distort into evil and then into hatred, and so he fed himself continually. So I'll stop interrupting now. We're going to hear Jerry talk about, given that these whatever these negative entities are that he's interacting with, they feed off of negative emotion. How does that interface with substance use, and why would those voices be pushing for that in the first place? So here's what he had to say.
And that's what they get out of the drug use, because the drugs at first, what they want is drugs that feel good at first, and they help the person calm their nervousness and their anxiety, and they change the way you see things, so it's novel and it's easy. It's you don't have to work like meditation.
So these people who are always mad, angry, gotta get revenge, vengeful, spiteful, always gotta one-up somebody, always gotta hurt somebody, these people are for sure feeding grounds for these spirits. And some people will say drugs are portals or they're different doors into dimensions. No, pharmakia, which is witchcraft, aka drugs, are literally putting them spirits in your freaking body, okay? Trying to keep this one without cussing, but shit. This is why a lot of people who are afraid to be themselves or anything, don't have any type of self-control or something, they love to take substances because it makes you feel good. That goodness that you're missing because you are taught to not master yourself because we're in a freaking terraformed matrix. So you cannot master yourself, so you could be low vibrational enough for these things to feed on you. YouTube, did you hear that? You want to ban me? Do it. So at first, that pharmakia is making you feel very high vibrational, like uppers, Adderalls, coke, all this other crap that makes you high vibrational in the beginning. And then all of a sudden, that shit goes way down. And now you just took all that energy and fed it right to these things. And you ever notice a non-confrontational person usually is cool when they self, when they normal and all that. Soon as they start drinking, taking drugs, doing whatever, they want to fight. They want to do all this. They want to act hard now. They a whole different person. But I know you ain't like that unless you off them drugs. Okay? So that's a sure sign that pharmakia drug has energy demons in it. Okay?
So what they want is a drug that feels good at first, but the withdrawal is extremely negative, right? And once you feel bad, like Swedenborg said, once you feel bad, then you start thinking bad, right? And then they jump on that and they expand those thoughts as much as possible. It's like they pour gasoline on the fire. So, you feel good at first, you get the high, you're feeling wonderful, and then the withdrawal becomes extremely nasty the further you go. So bottom line, what these things are after is to turn your emotional energy negative.
I'm telling you, and even if you're a good person, high vibrational and all that, working on yourself, if these things can get you to stub your toe so you could say the F word as loud as possible, they would. Because any little negative energy is like a little piece of food to them. Now, back with the pharmakia and the witchcraft drugs, I had personal direct contact experience with these things. I don't sound like I know what I'm talking about for no damn reason. Okay? These things are real. People have seen these things. They call them shadow people. They've seen, other things, or there's parasitic entities that manifest in this reality. That's how they get here. And you wonder why these flesh-eating diseases and all this ailments and disease is parasites in your body and stuff like that. Just weirdo stuff. And then there is also accounts of people being on drugs and just seeing these shadow beings crowding around them like they're a feeding ground. I have the most wild story and experience with these things, and I'm actually gonna wait to talk to Jerry Marzinski myself about it. Now me, I've been on the narrow path lately, trying to raise my vibration high, and these things can still get me through anything that makes me mad or watching videos that upset me. Like I used to cover Democratic stuff and liberal stuff, and all that used to just take my energy, man. It's nothing but doom. It makes you feel like this world is gonna end and all that, when really it's about to be cleansed off. These parasites are about to be cleansed off of here, these demons. So it is gonna end in their aspect. But for us, the more we stay down there doom and glooming about this stuff, we will go away with it too. But we actually have a chance to rise above it and go to the next level. So them people who got the glow, like Bruce Leroy right here, they're gonna be untouchable by these things. Because like I said a million times, when you're vibrating high enough for them, they cannot touch it. Your power will burn them. They will die. So whatever it is you feel you have to do to get that glow, staying away from negative stuff and all that, you have to do it. And if you got questions, if it's, this is too hard, ask God. Ask God what to do and fully follow that narrow path to raise your vibration so you ain't fooled to these things. Remember, they say your heart has to be lighter than a feather to make it to that next level. And a lot of people have heavy hearts. And this is very important because a lot of people do have high vibrations. But remember, they let you get to a certain level to where the most powerful ones of them can handle some of the heat. But it's worth it to them. You know, they can handle it. So you gotta pierce that veil. There's another level at the top that you gotta get through to where they can't get you. Keep that in mind. Just because everything's going good in life, you got money, you think, but you still got this attitude, you still got, you know, you're low vibrational and you don't even realize it. You're still up for grabs with that. You have to reach that number 13, you that Christ conscious. They're gonna keep recycling y'all at 12, so you don't never reach that 13 level, that universal vibration, that vibration of peace. Okay? They want y'all to fight, they want y'all to argue, they need food. They're nothing but energy vampires. They're feeding, they're just feeding planet to planet, just eating up everything in their way. All right, so y'all replay this video. Keep listening to it if you don't understand. I got some good content on the way. It's gonna be all about this type of stuff, okay? So y'all take it easy, man. I ain't woke, I'm up. Love, peace, 13.
To reach that upper level, your mind, body, and soul must be one. It's a sacrifice. It takes hard work. It's a way of life. When you got that glow, you feel the world. When you got that glow, your body's strong. So don't let go of the power of elevation. Talk about that glow.
Crucial 13, you are appreciated. Shout out to you.
Get crucial.
I'm hungry. I need some bacon.
Look at this. Look at it. This is the city I'm in right now.